Hello everyone, and welcome to an Enshrouded build video. Today we are going to be building this, the Blacksmith's house. First things first, I need to do some landscaping. So I got rid of a couple of trees, a couple of rocks, and started flattening. Wasn't sure how big I wanted it to be just yet. Had a basic layout in mind, but the most important thing for me was to make sure that I could fit our blacksmith and his Aunt Braylon inside neatly, whilst having a outside area for all the crafting. I decided I would go with a stone flooring and then build up from there. After getting to play around with the confer wood so much in the storage room, I wanted to experiment just a little bit more with different kinds of woods. So I mixed some of the pine in with the confer wood for this build. I know that it looks flat in the beginning, but I promise I do take some time to add in some dimension to the building. The very basics that I needed was a bottom floor and a top floor. I was going to use the top floor as the bedroom, and the bottom floor would be like a living area. You'll see that I do mix the two woods quite a bit. I used the pine wood for the bottom walls and the confer wood for the top walls, and then any accenty type stuff like the stairs and that kind of thing I put up. For the roofing, I used the granite ornament. But man, if there's one thing in this game that I really struggle with, it is the roofing. There are so many points where I put it in and take it out and put it in and take it out, and just was having such a hard time getting the roofing to be what I wanted it to be. It's definitely one of my least favorite parts of building is the roofing. I defaulted quite a lot to single block building in this, just because a lot of it was a huge experiment, and also, like with this part of the roof over here, there aren't actually blocks that fit that small space. I left a little bit of a gap in between, because I knew that this outside area was going to be used for crafting, and I didn't want it to get too smoky down there. I was back onto the top, and I realized, not for the first time and not for the last time, that I had to redo the ceiling. I will say though, the rain in the game and the weather system that they brought in, I really love it. It adds such a little nice piece of immersion to it. Especially the fact that everything gets like a wet texture to it. I put a little inset wall in, just to have a little bit of dimension to the room. And then up here where I'm busy creating a little line, I was planning on putting a window in. I then couldn't decide what I wanted to do with this side of the wall, but I did know it needed something. So I went on to detailing a little bit on the outside, and then back to some more roofing. It was time to put some windows in, because when I ran inside, it was super dark. And no, not just because it was nighttime. Put some supports around the top to split the two parts of the house in two, the first floor and the second floor. And then decided in that inset wall I would put a little window. And then back to more roofing. I brought this part down to the wall because I decided that this area behind the house I would make into like a storage area for the blacksmith. We'll put some barrels down, maybe a wagon, some bags, just a few decorations to give it some life. I was really happy with the way that everything was turning out for this build. It gave me a lot of comfort, I guess, knowing that I could get really close to what I had in mind. It wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but it was close enough to make me feel like the rest of this village or town was gonna look really good by the time I was done. It was time to start setting up. Started out with the doors, placed in some windows, and then it was time to decorate. I used all kinds of bits and pieces for decorating the home. I also decided that Aunt Braylon was a pretty avid reader, so I placed a lot of books and bookshelves around for her. As you can see, the end result, it looks really good in my opinion. We have our inside downstairs where there's a living area and a small kitchen. Our upstairs, where there's a shared bedroom. And then the little storage area on the outside where we have a whole bunch of things that the blacksmiths might need. We also have our crafting area for when we're doing our general gameplay. I might add some more tools and stuff in there, but for now, I was really happy with where we were. I'll see you guys in the next video where I'll be tackling the barn and farm area. Hopefully, it comes out the way that I wanted to. So far, though, I'm really happy with the direction that we've taken. I'm not sure everything will look the same theme, but I'll try.